Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades, A New Beginning. This is my little mini-series where we start a fresh file on Hell mode, trying to experience the game just for fun, really. From a fresh start, kind of get a feel for the meta and, you know, kind of understand the game better, especially leading into Hades 2 very soon. And get a new perspective on it after so many years. I am kind of overdue to show a sword run if we want to keep doing the weapons in the order here. Like, we're most due to do a sword run. That was the furthest away run that we've done. But we've done a lot fewer fist and rail runs because they got unlocked so late. So I figured we try to make it up at least a little bit. Plus, it gives us a good opportunity to play, I don't know, best Zag aspect? I don't know. What's best, you know? Maybe my favorite Zag aspect, you know?
My aspect of Malphon grows strong.
It's cheap. Zag aspects are very cheap. In fact, we might play a lot of Zag aspects here in the fresh file that we got going on. So Zag aspect for the fist, plus 15% dodge chance. I mean, I don't think it's the most impactful thing ever, but it just feels fine, I guess you could say. I think it feels fine. Now, what do we want in the fist? So, I mean, there's Zeus's attack, which is always going to do pretty well here. I found that most things do okay on the attack for the fist, but I think Zeus will probably be the safest if we want it. I'm trying to think, but also I'm trying to think ahead for the rail run, which of course we want Zeus again, unfortunately. But I don't know. I don't know if we really want to do that. Maybe we can unlock a different aspect. Yeah, maybe a different aspect for the rail and not have to do Zeus on the attack. So yeah, we're gonna do Zag Fist. I'm pulling this up from the bottom of my pants here. We got the Zeus's keepsake. I don't think I'm gonna crank the heat on this one still. I mean, we're still earning rewards, so that's not really a problem. I think we're gonna leave benefits package on again just for the fated list and see if we can complete the prophecy that they got there. Let's get it started. This is run number 11? Yes, 11. Run number 11. Are there any more scripted things? I think the fishing one is still coming. Nice, we did still get the attack. Don't have to worry about that at least. Of course, the first enemy we get. My one weakness. Don't really care too much about the comments, but yeah, I forget about like how different the game feels without many aspects of the mirror, as you can imagine, playing so long. So this has actually really helped me to understand some things, and also to hear how people discuss the game in some ways, right? I think we go palm here. The obols are interesting. I mean, that chain lightning. I don't think it was wrong, per se. 14 damage. Yeah, it falls off quickly. So, I mean, we've probably discussed it with the damage meter many times, but Jolted is just the #1 boon here. It just deals insane amounts of damage, lots of damage output. Zeus's kit in general is just very, very strong. Okay, we also need a lot of darkness. Nice. More Zeus. That'll definitely help. Chain lightning kind of overtaking the attack now. Sometimes I forget the DPS mod is there. Sometimes I notice it. Sometimes I notice it halfway through. You know what I mean? We don't do a ton of mods here on the channel, but we have done some. Last year was kind of a big year for where we pretty much tried every single one that was quite interesting. Although we did have some cool ones that came out this year that I didn't have the chance to show. Namely, Zyruvius's incremental mod. I really recommend you check that out if you want a new way to play the game. It's hard to kind of explain it all right here. This is an interesting choice. In a way. Zeus's Call is very strong. On its own. Now, we could go big and take Storm Lightning, which is a completely useless boon, I would argue. It does absolutely nothing except for the fact that it opens up the possibility of getting the legendary. I don't think it's worth it, personally. Very rarely would that be worth it. Was there a trove there? I might have missed it. See, now we're lacking in darkness more than anything in terms of meta progression. Everything is kind of hinged on like insane amounts of darkness. And it kind of feels like they don't give you I gotta say, like, looking at it now, I kind of feel like they don't give you a lot of ways to earn darkness. You got the doors, you got the dark thirst thing, so you always take out that one weapon, right? Oh, nothing. Not even a bomb. But I mean, I don't know, it doesn't feel great, I gotta say, to see like the major wall of darkness that we have to accomplish now. Okay. We still need Demeter's keepsake if we run into her. These are bad. Although Smoldering Air is quite a good boon. That's the duo boon between them, especially with Zeus's Call. So we can fulfill the fated list here. Fill a slot. Sure. I guess we'll go to Demeter. He's not really a good god for this particular situation, but we can get our keepsake for the future, I suppose. The truth is, there's not a ton of situations where I want to use Demeter's keepsake. Like, unless I'm doing literally a Crystal Beam build, or I really want the boon Snowburst. And I don't want Snowburst super often. Nevertheless, we'll get this done. Hey, how did you do that? I was in the middle of dashing, bud. Sneak. Gotcha, okay. Gift. I didn't forget.
Good Lady Demeter.
Good Lady Demeter.
I'm in your debt, great goddess Demeter.
I know, we've been busy with a lot of games lately. I know this series got put on pause for a long time. Well, that's mostly because of Hades 2. You can't blame me for that one. Snowburst, huh? I hate the dash. It's like totally useless. Frozen Touch, another like totally useless boon. This could be quadruple the damage. It'd still be bad. Boy, what am I thinking here? I don't really like the Zeus Demeter duo all that much. Not to mention it requires us to get Jolted already anyway. I talk about how good Jolted is, but then the duo boon that affects it, it's kind of, at that point, overkill a lot of times, I find. Is it time they make Mistral Dash shine? It's time. Fulfill the slots. Fulfill the slots. Yeah, we've had already been an without Hades 2, it's been an amazing year for the roguelike community, you could say.
Prince, I made it at.
Well, I'm.
Bellatra was a big release. In February, was it? I could have considered taking the Darkness there.
Cheers, mate.
Inkbound hit 1.0. Raven's Watch recently got a big update.
Can catch my.
Gosh, what else? This game Rotwood just came out that I may have just shown on the channel, depending what time this video goes live. And we got a lot more to come to still, so it's definitely keeping us busy. I looked at some charts and it's interesting. The number of roguelikes released this year is, like year over year, the number of roguelikes released on Steam like grows almost exponentially.
Look what I found.
It's fascinating. What was once a rather small genre, it's really not small anymore. It's definitely likened to indies, right? Indie developers love roguelikes, it seems. I'm gonna skip that. I don't think we need it. They be loving it. Zeus? Not Zeus. I kind of actually don't love a hammer here, but we're probably gonna take it.
I'll pay for that.
I guess I'm gonna be honest. Rolling Knuckle, I kind of don't know how good it is. Because it doesn't feel like... It's hard to notice the change. Your dash strike deals plus 60% damage. Add it to attack sequence. Like, I can't feel a difference when I take Rolling Knuckle, but it sounds okay.
I'm here, mate.
It sounds okay.
Is it wrong?
Oh, I would say.
I think, like, 2020 was a big year for roguelikes. Hades came out in 1.0. Risk of Rain 2 came out. Spelunky 2 may have come out. I don't know. I mean, I love the Spelunky franchise, but I don't know how impactful it is as a game. Maybe. I think there was a few other things there too. Curse of the Dead Gods might happen that year.
That hurt.
Not sure. But what was possibly an even more impactful roguelike than any of those, possibly even combined, that spawned its own subgenre was Vampire Survivors.
Not yet.
Before it was even 1.0. When did I'm going to say Vampire Survivors Early Access? I think it was 2022. And that has spawned a ton of roguelike spin-offs. Oh, look at that dash strike damage now, actually. Oh, pop it. Tons of spin-offs. Too many spin-offs, potentially. To the point where I have to actively avoid them sometimes.
Next stop, Asphodel.
And I hope developers notice this and they know, not, you know, like that not everybody is interested in just another game of the same type, same variety. I don't know. How do y'all feel about the Vampire Survivor clones, so to speak? Sometimes I'll call them Survivor games. Sometimes I'll call them, would I just buy Ethernet? Oh, crap. I should have swapped to this first. Don't really want another god keepsake here. You know what? Let's try to force Smoldering Air for fun.
Should help. Going
Sometimes I call them Bullet Heavens. I do show some of them on the channel because I think some of them are good. Some of them are worthwhile, especially if you haven't really played any or many of them. But once you've played a handful, they do get quite worn, I'd say. Vampire Survivors is the great game that has done a lot. But the biggest thing it's done is spawned off a lot of
That's a bite. Whoa, a flame eater.
games that kind of ended up surpassing it in terms of mechanics. Like, kind of, we're able to iterate on the formula that it created, and or no, it didn't necessarily create. The formula that it managed to perfect, but then it turns out other people could perfect it even more, I guess. I don't know. It's a game I respect, and for like $3 or $5, whatever the hell it costs, it's hard to go wrong if you've never played it. I definitely can recommend it. Maybe, I mean, if you do, maybe some of you don't even know like what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe you don't even know what Vampire Survivors is. To me, it was such a big phenomena. Damn, that hurt, huh?
Mine.
Kind of not liking Chaos here. It's not, Chaos doesn't really help the build. It's not gonna help our lightning damage, that's for sure. Boom. Whether we like it or not, there's a lot of those games. It feels like maybe it's dying down. It's hard to say. I don't think it's quite over yet. But I think people started making the games, and then we got inundated with them. And then people got sick of them, and now the developers catching up and saying to themselves, okay, this might not be a good idea to make another one. Yeah. Well, I guess we know what we're taking there.
Faster than ever.
Only $105, huh? All right, I guess we're going to the shop. Death Must Die was sort of the cool one recently that's come out. I don't know if I have a favorite one. I don't think I need the health. Do I have a favorite? What's one that comes to mind? Oh man, the witches are pretty annoying here.
Witch's circle.
Okay, oh crap. One at a time, baby, one at a time. Yeah, the witches were gonna be a problem for us. Kind of regret not buying the health, having seen them. Okay, we're fine.
Well, I, for one, had a lovely time.
We didn't get the thing, huh? I kind of like Wave of Despair better than Different League. Feels like it does it almost a similar thing, but better. Since it applies weakened to enemies, too. It's not really a similar thing at all.
And we're off.
Halls of Torment was a big one. I'm just in here talking about Survivor games now. And you're stuck with it. I came here to watch the game. Now you're stuck talking to me about games you've never even heard of. Halls of Torment was kind of a big one. I haven't checked in on that one in forever. Not to mention all these games wind up in early access, and then they all get updates, you know, like very quickly, typically. It's like, I can't keep up with all these. I can't keep up with all of them.
The power
They're
of the
crazy.
gods.
Yeah, we'll do the call. Is that the Purging Well opening? Oh, wow, what's this? I need the Hydrolite, right?
I'll take it.
It's like another Ethernet, too. They're so cheap. I think I'm actually gonna take the health here over the palm. Our max health is a bit low. Hey, what do you know? I don't really have things that I want to palm that much. If we had jolted, it would be a different story, no doubt. But I think as is, just palming chain lightning a little more is not great. Zeus? You are not Zeus. Imposter! Now you could go the trippy shot route and try to get those weird-ass duoboons. Might be better here, because lodging the cast isn't very amazing for us either. I guess it's fun. Oh boy, Wave of Despair. Let's go. What are the biggest one? Vampire Survivors. 20 minutes till dawn was kind of big. I like that one quite a bit. Played it to all hell.
Come to fulfill my father's wishes.
That one was pretty good. Halls of Torment is pretty good. Death Must Die is pretty good. What the hell else is there?
I'm empty.
Those are the ones that are coming to mind. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. I actually like this one, Army of Ruin, quite a bit. Didn't seem to catch on, though. Can't predict these things, you know? Some of the games I like the most don't catch on at all. And some of the games I end up hating a lot. Hating is a strong word. The games I don't really like that much end up catching on, interestingly. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to throw shade, though. I'm not gonna sit here and throw shade at at some games because they didn't click with me. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, come on, come here, buddy. Thank you. Doodle doo doo boo doo 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 doo. No smoldering air for us. Our dash strike is doing the most damage. The DPS meter is revealing some stuff to us. Perhaps rolling knuckle was better than I thought. Perhaps it is. I mean, I knew the chain lightning on its own wasn't going to be going hog wild there, really.
Oh, for me.
Trippy shot, not great, obviously. If we get any of the duo boons, there's a lot of duos open. We can get them to appear. Those duos are pretty good. Ice Wine, Scintillating Feast. So I don't think I want to put on Dio's keepsake for it, though. I don't think so. We're broke.
Can wash away my
We could sell Wave of Despair. It's not necessarily wrong. I think, I never got the acorn, did I? Oh. Really? Huh. I have to remember that then. Probably got the acorn. Now was a decent time for the acorn, I kind of felt, to try to make sure the heroes don't steal a Death Defiance from us. Still don't really want Chaos Gate here.
Onward, then.
For reasons already iterated. It's interesting. I find it interesting how often I'm skipping Chaos Gates on this fresh save. I think I've only visited Chaos a couple times, probably. Across many, many runs. Not that often. I think I'm confident enough to go for the obols here now. Oh, God, not these. You don't really have to fight them. Just keep dashing between these little areas in the walls, right? And you'll be fine. Okay, we don't need nectar, so I guess we're going gems. Nothing else in this room, it looks. I think Inkbound is the one that I want people to check out lately for new roguelikes. I'll admit though, it might not be super watchable. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's hard to follow from watching. You just have to play it. don't get hit. Raven's Watch is good too, but I'm kind of waiting on 1.0 now. We got the money. It's a good one. It doesn't seem like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like as many people like it. Best way I can describe it. Ugh. I don't think we want the palm. Smoldering air. Smoldering air. Smoldering air? Smoldering air! Smoldering air. Your God gauge charges up automatically, but is capped at 25%. Go, 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 go. I'm not going to buy that palm. And I'm going to skip Afro now and pray that the second mini boss offers Zeus. Ooh, nice.
Glad I put in the order for a fountain chamber in this area.
I guess the call then. Come on. All right, then we'll go this way. Zeus, you betrayer, you. We've had the 2 Zeus boons.
Oh, I would.
No, thank you.
The call's going to charge up very quickly. So that might kind of pick up some damage here. It's also level 3. No. Oh my god, I forgot about privilege status. I knew I was forgetting something. Well, I didn't actually know.
Not now.
But I did forget about privilege status. I have to use the special from time to time. I remembered it so well on the previous run, too. That's annoying. Okay. Zeus's call, #1 in the D. Huh. Kind of surprised it was that much, to be honest. Damn, okay. Is there any good way? Hey, there's Scintillating Feast, huh? Jolted would really solve my problems now then. We could rely on the dash and Jolted. I gotta remind myself at the starter runs about these stats. That's the only way. Oh god, no! Ow! I was gonna say. Come on. No, stop it! Ooh, that stings. And this might be the thing we need for the fatal list, is these eyeball clusters. I'm not really sure. Okay, I just totally whiffed with like everything there. No, not you. Nice and easy. Careful, steady. All right, go on. Come to me. Stand in there or whatever. Ow, damn it. Guess that arrow hit me. Kind of surprised. Okay, what do we got? Or is that it? I think that's it. Woo!
That's a
A
relief.
little spicy. Zeus! Trap? What? The trap did 26%. No, it did not. Oh god, look at this. Scintillating Feast. All right, now if we don't get jolted, I'm going to be irate. Irate. We need it. We must have it. Field man.
Can't do that.
Oh, can't see. Fighting in silence here. It's tough with all the lightning strikes sometimes. Come on, show it. Oh, thank God. It's better than the others for sure, especially with privilege status, right? 100%. Oh, thank you. Sure, we'll take that. Air Spangle, it's kind of whatever. It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. I'm definitely not interested in the trial now. Okay, well, that should boost the damage right now.
Not yet.
I think we can say. I wonder. Is it possible I'm over? If anything, I've had a greater appreciation for Jolted now. I never call it by the actual boon name. Need a Hades quiz here. Boon name for jolted effect. Static discharge. Oh. That's another one I never actually use the real boon name for. No. Splash dash? What the hell's that called? Is it Tidal Dash? I'm actually not sure. Dude. Jolted is like near the bottom. Hold on. It's for the bosses. I swear. Second wind's very strong here, right? It just makes sense. More 30% dodge. Yeah. Hard to turn down. I'm gonna go for some health here. We could try to palm the Jolted. Yeah, the Jolted's also common, level 1. I'm gonna make up excuses for it. You don't really need Demeter. You could try to get Ice Wine, but I kind of don't care. Don't care too much about iced wines.
And where do you think?
Okay, my friend, let's drop all of our casts real quick. I cannot see. Go!
Try all you like.
Woo!
Such a spectacle, is it not? I warn you, Sue. You gain no quarter from me.
Double strike could have been quite good there, right? Maybe it was better, especially with Scintillating Feast. Perhaps. Nah, Jolted for the privilege status. It's got a utility for us right now, right?
I can't.
Ow. Woo! What? How'd you do that? Jerk. Damn. Damage number was big and everything too, you know? The call did the most. I would not have guessed that. Scintillating Feast, second most. That one's not totally unexpected. I'm a little surprised. Jolted was 8%. I'm a little surprised by that. They tend to stand still like that, right? Keeping all that. Grab an Eye of Lamia for now. We'll just put on Skelly's tooth. I don't like really feel like we need it, but there's no other keepsake that really matters out of the ones that we got. That was one of the big things about Hades 2 is the keepsake balance. Because it feels like, at least for me, it didn't take long to just be like, well, I'm never going to use these 7 or 8 keepsakes, unfortunately. So I'm hoping, I don't plan to discuss spoilers for Hades 2 here, but I'm hoping they consider that in the sequel. I think that's one of the big, small details you could say for me. All right, now give us double strike. Now give us double strike. Doom, doom, doo, 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 boom. Goodbye.
I'm empty.
My most played game, I know I'm going back to this. My most played game,
Those gigantic satyrs.
second highest most streamed game now, is officially Balatro, by quite a lot, too. Officially Balatro. Facebook official. It's so good. It's so good. I have a feeling, I mean, if I was there for the start of Slay the Spire, I was off by a few dozen years or whatever.
I accept this message.
I probably would have played the crap out of that too. Yo, double strike, okay. 30%, baby.
Not yet.
Now, double strike can't really get measured on the DPS meters, how much it's doing. You can try to look for changes there, but...
Here. Not now.
It affects Scintillating Feast, it affects the call, it affects Jolted. So all those things are going to strike 30% more often.
I can't.
Come on, die, please.
Not yet.
So it's probably only going to make the call dominate even harder, right, then? Probably.
No way.
Love the Balach. And I know, like, chances are if you're into Hades... Ah! No, sorry, I started that sentence wrong. Just because you like Hades, there's really no correlation. I know, like, they're roguelikes. We call them roguelikes. Balatro and Hades are roguelikes. However, one's a card game and one is not, specifically not a card game. So they're extremely different games. So it's kind of an interesting thing where you really don't know what you're getting if someone's like, it's a roguelike, but, you know, that doesn't really describe most aspects of the game at the end of the day. It's not probably, at least not the most important things, probably. I definitely get a lot of feedback. I guess we'll get a hammer. No, actually, I really should have done a palm here.
Can't do that.
Card games are not for everyone.
I can't. Can't do that.
Let's see. Cast damage.
Worth it.
Just for the trippy shot. It won't increase Scintillating Feast damage, so I guess not. I don't know. So yeah, if Balatro is a game where it's, I can't even really describe it easily. Poker roguelike. There you go. There's the elevator pitch. And I'd be hard pressed, even if you told me, oh, I hate card games, I despise poker, and I have a fear of clowns. I'd be like, well, I should try it. Give it a shot, you know what I mean? Just real quick. I mean, I think it's like 15 bucks. It's hard to go wrong. None of these do anything.
Better get cracking.
Give it a shot. You might as well try it.
Should I get
Don't really care about Demeter.
the monster?
I mean, she could have given us like Cold Fusion or Ice Wine, but I don't think they'd be impactful.
Thank you, boy.
I should have done it. I know, I should have done it. I'm boring like that. I'm boring.
One last bit of business to take care of, then.
Why?
It's having to talk.
We're nearing the end of the story. I think we got 2... Is it only 1 more after this? I don't know. I'm gonna have to like check or something. In case you missed the end of the last run, we got to go into his... Come on, bud. Got to go into his bed chambers.
Not yet.
Bitch. Oops.
Help with something, Father.
Okay, I stay here.
Face me, damn it.
Do. Almost got me with the spin.
Not now.
I'm focused. I'm ready. Completely unnecessarily. I'd say we're pretty safe here. I don't have that kind of mentality, I think, where I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. Don't gotta worry about it. Even in a turn-based game, I could be like way over the necessary damage or score. I'm like, but maybe it could be more. You know? I can't help myself. I'm probably a little better about it on stream. There was an incident, I describe it as, where I was so confident in a build, I said it was so strong, I can just close my eyes to win. Let me just tell you that that is not what happened. Whoa. Whoa, I got kind of lucky. I might have dodged that or something.
I'm empty. I'm empty.
Kill it.
Not yet.
Dead. Woo! All right, there we go. Zeusy build. It was kind of interesting. Feels like I end up with Trippy Shot a surprising amount here. It's probably because Trippy Shot kind of pairs well when there's a lot of Zeus going on.
I did it.
Of all the casts, at least, you know what I mean? What was the main thing of the run? I don't know how it determines that it should put Terraining Cutter on here. Get the hell out of here, would you? Rolling Knuckle seemed to actually do a little bit of work. Honestly. But not that much work. Jolted, Double Strike. We have Scintillating Feast. We got the call. That's pretty much it, I'd say. Kind of curious looking at the meters here. Do we have any information? Death Strike still did a lot. Chain of Lightning Help applied Jolted. But yeah, the call was the runaway. Okay, I gotta admit, Jolted did not do that much. I mean, for a single boon, with no palms, common, yeah, it was actually not as good as I would have guessed. Huh. So I probably should have taken Double Strike at that option earlier, if I had known the exact difference here. It's a tough thing to measure, though. We did eventually get Double Strike, so I guess it wound up fine. But yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know. I wonder what the big difference here, because we've seen Jolted do really well in the meters. Maybe it's just a rarity and palm
down
thing.
in that gloomy house, I miss old Cerberus the most, I think. But I miss other things as well. The lack of light was gentler on my skin, not being as cold. And Nyx and her young sons. It was all very odd, but...
Mother, in Father's bedchambers. Mind you, there's almost nothing there, just neatly sorted rows of all his samey capes. But on his nightstand is a portrait of you, wearing a regal crown of red laurels. A queen. His queen.
I was fitted for those garments when I first arrived. They were not my customary style. So Hades has a portrait of me still. Why would he put it back on display now?
Oh, is that what she puts on later when she's at the house? Huh.
No, he's never let anybody in his bedchambers. I broke in, don't you see? He didn't put your portrait back on display. It's always been there, ever since you left. So, Mother, why do you suppose he would do that?
I don't want to poke holes here, but I'm just saying Hades seems like the kind of guy that's just too lazy to, like, move a little portrait painting after the fact, and it probably just sat there because he never thought about it again.
Because he loves me still. Is that what you want me to say?
Have you ever loved him yourself?
All I really wanted was to leave Olympus. I didn't exactly abscond. I doubt I had much of a choice, but I went willingly. Perhaps Zeus knew how I felt, and thought he was doing me a favor. As for Hades, I grew to love him, yes. He always gave me my space.
Won't you please talk to him? Or visit Cerberus again, or Nyx? As for Olympus, surely all of you can figure something out.
I just don't know, my son. Olympus is behind me. And the underworld. I cannot imagine I would be very welcome there after all this time.
But
See, it's 2 more wins.
Queen.
I'm gonna have to go back and think about it. What if we tried the cheese out on the 10th win, a 32 heat run? Because you don't have to fight Hades. The 10th run, spoiler alert, I guess.
You are the queen.
All right. I don't think there's a lot of
Glad to keep things interesting.
story to actually experience here. Well, like, there's nothing in particular to experience in regards to Persephone at the moment. Kind of just farming through it all.
Oh, you know.
Oh, yes.
I wonder, covering every piece of dialogue, I wonder how much,
How about the limit?
Oh, fancy. I never doubt.
how many hours of actual dialogue there is in sound files in this game. It's got to be insane, though, right? We don't have enough diamonds. We're very low on Titan's blood, too, actually, as well. Ooh. You have pretty much no ambrosia, too. Yusa, how are you? We're quite low on everything, so the next run might be a little spicy, in the sense that we can't unlock much here. You can trade a Titan Blood for 200 gemstones, but we don't really want to do that. I guess we're gonna grab a couple Titan's Blood. Yeah, you kind of don't want to convert diamonds either anyway. Okay, we have a little bit of darkness to spend at least here. Not a ton. Boom, level 2 of privileged status complete. You don't want to level Olympian favor because that's where dark foresight winds up being. So you definitely don't want to do that. I mean, I guess I'll throw in deep pockets. And then you kind of just leave it. We'll kind of slowly get through the rest. But it looks like that's about it for the meta stuff for this run. Coming up next, I guess we're going to do the rail. Take it out for another runzy. Maybe we can unlock a good friend of ours. A classic. For me, at least. So a good way, a way that I enjoy playing the game. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying the series. Make sure you let me know in the comments what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. You know how it goes. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.